I have an idea. Let's record a shitty intro. Just strum it.
Okay.
This is the Zach and Akash show. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Zach and Akash show, where we talk about things we are interested in. And today, we're going to talk about little notebooks, idealistic notebooks that we used for a while and then stopped using them. Everyone say,
Journaling.
everyone say, ooh.
What the fuck?
Chat say, ooh. No one's in chat. Okay. So I bought this in Boston. Um, ooh. Oh,
I bought this at Walmart.
what is this? A mysterious paper I have no idea about. What does it say? Oh, it's just a calendar. That's actually useless because I didn't use it. What else is in here? Well, what happened was my brother and I were walking around in Boston while the girls did their wedding related stuff. And we found this really cool travel store. And I walk in, and it was just like an entire table of just all these different types of journals. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. I kind of want one because I don't know, it's just a cool store. So I went ahead and bought this one. There's actually a video of me. There's a vlog dedicated to this. I'm sure some of the OG people remember it, but there's a vlog of me saying when I got it. And it really did help for a while. And then I stopped using it, and it's actually unclear. I would have to backtrack. The last time I used it was March 1st. So it's been quite a while. I think I do want to get back into it because, it really helped me keep track of habits and just stay accountable. Um,
Yeah.
Made me feel good too.
Yeah, Zach and I just noticed that the last time we both used our journal was March 1st, 2020. And I don't know, I guess something about that day we just stopped right after. But I've been doing journaling on and off since like early 2019. So this was my first one. This one was red.
Shit.
This one started this one started January 14th or something, and it went on for a while. After a point, I stopped dating it, and then I got this one January of this year. And yeah, like Zach said, it mainly helps for one, keeping track of habits, and two, just writing down how you feel or think in the moment so you don't forget it later, especially if it's something important, because a lot of times you're like, oh, this is cool, I'll probably remember it, but you don't actually remember it.
And what happens is I did a habit tracking thing. So I'd have like bars, and every day I would do it. I would fill it in. If I missed it, I would exit out. So like my whole focus was always a week focus rather than like
Mm.
month or long term. So it was always like a week. So every week
Oh.
started fresh. I think it was Sunday when I started each week, but I started fresh on Sunday, and then I would just fill in the bars as I would go, and you could see a clear picture of like, oh, this is where I'm lacking. This is where I'm actually doing too much work on. This is where I'm doing well in. And it helped cultivate those habits because you wanted to get those full bars. Um, but
You want to get the chains.
I got lazy, so maybe I should have added a bar for journaling or something. It's like, uh,
Well, that wouldn't really help, but if you stop journaling,
I
then
know
you
that's
forget.
why it's like,
I did it more monthly, but this is pretty
ooh,
much how I did it. I don't know how well you can see that. Where in the top there's like one habit. I think there was like 8 habits, and here it goes from 1 to 21 or something, and then the rest of the days in the month. And then it was just a X if I didn't do it, and a dot if I did do it. And I did like a little Connect Four tic tac toe thing where I circled it if I got dots for everything that day. So just try to keep consistent with it as much as you can. And you notice how there's a lot more X's here than, and maybe in the middle right there, but there are down here. towards the end of the month, it started getting really consistent.
Very cool. Very cool. Um, yeah, that's awesome. Kosh, did you get a new camera? You look very crisp. That's what Brian said today.
Nope,
It's probably because no
same
one.
phone.
It's probably because no one's really using the internet in my house right now. Honestly, that's probably the reason.
Yeah, maybe today will be the first one where we don't randomly disconnect and break stream.
I think I need to start journaling again because I'm going a little crazy uh, these days. So I think this will get me back on track because I was going crazy.
For sure.
I was going crazy before I bought it, and then I went less crazy, and then I stopped, and now I'm crazy again. So now I need to journal again until I
Yeah, man.
see the trap I
Get on.
fell into. It was like, oh, I see. I viewed this as a training wheel. It was like this is a habit training wheel. So once you get full bars on everything, it's like, is there really a point? And so I stopped doing it once I started getting full bars, and then what do you know? Everything exploded very quickly.
Yeah, you gotta get full bars for months in a row before you could stop, like,
Mm-hmm.
until it becomes like a real habit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's
I don't know.
helpful.
So maybe you could do something like we start this again, and then we keep going, and then maybe we come back in a few weeks and say how it affected us, how it changed us.
Yeah. Um, I definitely need to do that because I need to add my runs back in, and I need to start working out again. Um,
You heard that, Zach? I'm crisper than you.
hey, that just means we fucking fried him, roasted him. That's why he's crisp.
Dude, that's right. It's a color. I was over fried.
Great. The sun comes out the same time every stream. The lighting is perfect. You see it coming out right now
Do you have
on
the
my
little
face.
green screen?
I'm gonna put it up right now.
Yeah, I see it because I always a distinct time when I can't look at you anymore because you become a light source. It's like the moon reflecting light.
Here you go. Let's put it up. How's that, everybody?
There you go. Yeah, yeah. You're not. You look like that kid from Sky High, the glow in the dark kid, when the light hits your face.
I hate it. It's so bad. So, Akash, what habits are you going to include in your journal?
Well, let's see what I had before. So
One
yesterday was
approach.
the
Just kidding.
yesterday was the first day when I actually got back on track, and I was really productive yesterday. So I want to keep that going. So for last time, so I had 8 a.m. out of bed, not just awake, out of bed.
That's a good
Um,
goal, actually.
my calorie limit, which is on weekdays under 1600, brush twice, and floss, and 10,000 steps a day. And also schedule top, which pretty much means I schedule one thing and mark it as important for the day, and no matter what, I have to get that one thing done, which actually was really helpful. It kept me on track for quite a bit. I know in the past too, I had when I was still doing YouTube, I had once where I was working on the channel every day, and now with quarantine, I gotta add workout back into that because while I was on campus, working out was like I didn't have to think about it. It was truly a habit. Where a certain time hit, and I'm like, okay, it's gym time. I just go, no resistance in my mind, which was really nice, really peaceful. But since quarantine started, that's completely gone. My workout habits are zilch.
I feel you. I feel you.
What about you? What are you adding?
Um, I like your goal of getting out of bed because you could say wake up, but then you could just sit in bed all day. You could do whatever. So I think I
Yeah.
agree. I'm gonna do a habit where it's like get out of bed at a certain time. Um, I gotta start working in the run again. So probably get out of
Mm,
bed, drink some water, go for a run. I don't want to do every day, maybe like 5 days a week.
I
save the
go for
weekends.
runs after this, after we do our thing right here.
Oh yeah.
I go for a run because I used to shower, but I noticed my knees been getting better, so I've been starting to run again. So it's a nice habit stack. For those of you who don't know what a habit stack is, usually there's some habits you already do, like you brush your teeth, that are ingrained within you. So what you do is you stack other habits on top of that. You kind of chain them, which makes them easier to follow. So okay, I brush my teeth. As soon as I'm done brushing, I put my workout clothes on. As soon as I do that, I go for a run. As soon as I come back, I shower. And then you stack habits on top of habits, which is really good. It's really helpful. But the issue with it is one day, if you break any part of the chain, everything kind of collapses, which has hit me a lot. And a huge keystone habit, that's a one habit everything else is built on, for me, is waking up on time. So if I'm waking up consistently, all my other habits work like clockwork. But the one day I stay in bed, get lazy, decide to wake up at like 11 or 12, everything goes out the window.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be easier now to go to bed whenever I want because like if I would want to hang out with friends at school, so like we'd stay up a little later. Um, but now it's just me. Like if I'm hanging out with friends now, you just hang up the Discord. Like that's like leaving and going home. So yeah, I think so. This is the keystone habit I noticed. It actually for me it depends when you go to bed the night before. So if you go to bed early and on time, the next day you'll wake up early, and then that supports the entire day. So if I go to bed like I have been in the past, I keep staying up and looking at stupid like videos like VR treadmills, and I end up going to bed later. So today I was up at 6:30, hit snooze till 7:30, and it just cascades. Um, yeah, but
Yeah.
also I got to make sure I have something to do in the morning. So I could have that arbitrary goal of getting up early, but then like there's nothing to do, so it's like that there's nothing to leap to. So
Yeah,
um,
that's really important.
so I don't know if I want to make it a run because getting up and exercising as soon as you wake up sucks. But maybe I could have that as a writing spot because I do my best writing early and really late at night. So gotta figure it out.
For me, it's pretty much been this, but this starts at 9, or I've been trying to get up at 8. So what's been happening is I kind of get up at 8:15 ish, and then I just sit on bed watching YouTube. So at least it gets me awake, but that's not enough for me. I want to do something where I get out of bed and do something. So I got to figure something out for that too.
I agree. It's tricky. Like another thing that actually helped me with my sleep was not using my phone as an alarm, but using my Fitbit to it would vibrate. That actually helped a lot. Um, we got a surprising amount of viewers today, even though it's called to be announced too.
Maybe people like the mystery,
The
like the suspense.
mystery topic of the day.
Yikes, 8 a.m. minimum for me. I'm asleep by 12 usually. Yeah, me too. I've been pretty consistently going to sleep between 12 and 1. So that's been pretty good. You know, I actually like going to sleep early now. It's another thing I noticed. It's not like back in the day when I used to be up to like, whenever there was vacation, I'd be up to like 2, 3 a.m. watching Netflix or some dumb shit. But now I'm like, it's just not worth it anymore. I'm getting old. The age is catching up.
Yeah. Everyone's getting to that age. Everyone's like, can't drink as much as I used to. I just want to stay in and go to bed.
Well, I don't know about that one.
No, there's some people who've been telling me that they can't drink as much. I've never had alcohol,
Maybe.
so I wouldn't know. Soda
Yeah,
only.
Zach's only had soda.
Only soda.
Honestly, though, post quarantine, it's probably going to be true because I'll probably have like 2 beers and be batshit crazy. post quarantine just because I haven't had anything
Hey,
at all.
that's the cheapest way to do it, you know?
That's true.
Less is
That's
more.
true.
Because it was cool to stay up late as a kid. Yeah, I know. I like freshman year, I stayed up till 4 a.m. and I walked to Insomnia and got a cookie. And I was like, what the fuck is the point of this? And that's kind of when I started deciding to go to bed. I was like, this is like, there's literally no point to doing this. Like, no one's
Hey, you get
awake.
insomnia.
Yeah, but it was like stale as shit because it's like late. But
Damn.
I was like, I was like, who does this? And then, yeah, Coca-Cola,
Coca-Cola.
exactly. Coca-Cola is
Mm.
good. I had one yesterday. It was very sweet.
Oh, that's another thing I've been doing. I've been going no sugar. I made it 2 days so far. Last
That's
time
good.
I did it, like a week ago, I broke after 2 days. So this time we're gonna make it further. I'm trying to go till May 7th.
Did you go
That's the goal.
cold turkey?
Yep. Last time I did it, I didn't do cold turkey. So I'm like, first, let's just do no added sugars, fruits, and stuff. For natural sugars are fine. But then I realized I was ODing on bananas and grapes, so I stopped that. I don't. I can't do the gradual thing. Personally, I have to go cold turkey to stop or start doing anything. If I do it gradually, it it never ramps up completely for me.
Just want
What
to
do you think?
jump straight in. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I'm more of the firm believer of like go hard for a week and just really focus on that habit, and then get to the point where you don't really have to think. Um,
Mm.
it's so much easier doing like health related goals when I'm at school. It's because like you don't want to eat sugar, just don't buy it. You know, like it's so easy to just not buy it.
Well, that's the thing. It's easy at school. It's like my diet was on point at
Yeah,
school, but as
yeah.
soon as I got home, especially my sister has like Oreos stacked everywhere.
I know there's just like a tub of Hershey Kisses downstairs, and like if you're walking back and it's on the way, you know, you might as well eat one. Um,
That's another thing. Right now, at least I hid it everything at home. If you see it, that's a dangerous part. If you see it, it's harder to stop.
Cause then like, cause what I did like over winter break was it was the same situation. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna cook food for myself and like leave it in the fridge. But then everyone like was guilting me into like making them food, and I was like, Jesus, this is not fun. And then no one ate it, and I was like, come on, guys, if I'm gonna meal prep for y'all, making fucking 2 weeks or 1 week worth of food for fucking 6 people, it's a lot of work. You better eat it. No one ate it.
Well, you got food for 6 weeks now.
Ew, no. I think I want to go back. I want to do like a cleanse, just healthy for a week, and then like mildly healthy for the rest.
Mm.
Like just eat. I feel good when I'm healthy and I run and exercise. Right now I feel lethargic,
Yeah.
gross, and I don't want to do anything.
Facts, dude. Facts. Another thing you could try is I've been keeping my dinners mostly very consistent. Some days, when my mom cooks something really good, obviously I'm gonna eat it. But most days, I've just been eating eggs, scrambled eggs with mushrooms, maybe some other vegetable, and keeping that consistent. So dinner, you don't really have to think about it either. Just whip up scrambled eggs. Another thing is it's really easy to make. It only takes like 10 minutes. Whip that up, eat it. Tastes good, and it fills you up. It's good.
That's nice. Maybe that was
It's good.
breakfast. Breakfast was consistent. Oatmeal, eggs, and then
Ooh,
after I'd add second breakfast, which was a shake, protein, banana, oat milk. Bring it to class and drink it. So by noon, I was at around 1,000 calories.
oh wait,
Uh,
you're talking about back at school?
yeah. Right now, I don't really
Mm.
need because I'm not walking around as much, so it's like you don't need to eat that much. Just use like a scale as your way to track that stuff. But like those two things, like the shake was the control. So it's like okay, I'm putting on a little fat. I'll just omit like the peanut butter for a week, and it would go back to normal. I'd It's like that was the control.
Interesting.
And then like yeah, everything else was like normal. And I'd have like a protein bar. But now
Little
I don't
Zach,
do that. What's up?
I said, little did Zach know that wasn't fat he was putting on. Those pure gains.
No, it
Cutting out the
was.
peanut butter destroyed his gains.
No, a lot of it was gains. I got like the glucose levels up. So that was like a 1% body fat increase, which I was fine with. That's like what I wanted to get at, just like another 1% so I could have room to work with.
Mm,
Yeah.
space to fill.
Like it's not a lot of weight, but technically I got fat because I did, but it wasn't visible. It's a good fat.
It's gains fat.
Gains fat. That scale's too confusing.
All right. What else? I guess it's more got into habits. I guess it's more journaling slash habiting. But taking it back to journaling for a second, what else did you have on there? What else did you use it for?
Let's find out. That's the crazy thing about, Okay, so okay. So well, what I would do was sometimes I do something like this, which was like a calendar for what I wanted to do per day. Just like a quick analog system.
Oh, gotcha. Like a to-do list.
Yeah, and I would try to have like a goal for the week, like one specific goal, like one big goal. And then I'd have other goals. So like one was be present or something. Um, this is how I did my habit tracking. So like my habits were lift, run, read 20 pages, meditate, document, gratitude, engage, which was like $1.80, but don't do that anymore. And then nutrition, which was like reach the macros for the day. Um, and then I'd have like a weekly reflection.
Yeah.
I have some like processes I made, but those were never used. I think that was just procrastination, to be honest.
Or the processes.
Yeah, I did a lot of like fake journaling, which was more just procrastinating the actual thing I had to do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I came up with a few processes through YouTube and things like that. Kind of worked. I had trouble sticking to it. But when I did stick to it, I did notice up in production and productivity.
Is it relationship or YouTube? Question mark. Oh. Oh yeah,
Oh,
we don't need to read what's the next line after that. Oh, ladies, you know what I'm saying? There's cool
that's
stuff
what
in here.
journaling is for.
Yep.
It's to write your feelings about your days.
Fucking Rebecca made me cry.
God damn it,
Yeah,
Rebecca.
let's journal again. Cheers, journal gang.
Here, the little clink.
Cheers,
Boom.
cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, I think I want to start. Fuck, I feel like I'm restarting my goddamn life again. 'Cause that's what it was earlier.
It's you're starting your quarantine life. Your regular life is no more.
I feel like I'm in prison. Yeah,
Hey,
okay.
it's a pretty comfy prison.
Facts. I guess I'll start a new section called Quarantine Gains. It'll be like, who do you want to be after the pandemic is the focus. Like, who do you want to be? You could be anyone you want. Who do you want to be, Akash? Do you want to be
After the pandemic,
Batman?
I want to. Oh, shit, dude, you read my mind.
Do you want
I
to
was literally
be
gonna say Batman.
do you want to be a woman?
Yeah, Zach. Stream isn't supposed to know about this. This is private. Well, I guess now that it's out, I am a female dog trapped in a man's body.
See, the only hard thing about quarantine, like the habit I can't do, which was like a good habit for personal development. Even Tim Ferriss recommends it. Is just talking to women. that you're attracted to.
Interesting for personal development in
Yes.
general.
He mentioned it. He was like, "This is your challenge. Go out and talk to someone who's really attractive." And then you can't. You have Tinder, but that's like counterintuitive. It doesn't help as much.
Yeah, no, Tinder's just
Hey, I
the
like your
fake version of
mask.
that.
Yeah. So like, I'm not. I don't want to shit on Tinder. I've realized I've done that in the past. Um. Yeah. We don't need to go into that, but I guess that's the focus. My focus this week is to start. I want some stability at the two ends of the day. Whatever happens in the middle, it's okay, but the two ends. So I need to be in bed at a specific time and do my little like either my fiction thing where I either listen or I read a fiction book, and I have my this helps you sleep, by the way. I started doing this. It's just like ice water in like you drink like a whole bottle of ice water before bed.
Oh
You
yeah,
sleep.
that's so.
I
Yeah,
started
I
doing that.
chug a bottle of water every night. Another thing is, if you're having trouble sleeping, take a really hot. That really helps you sleep too.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
It
showers.
relaxes
It's
you.
good. Cleans you up. So we have the two ends, going to bed and then waking up. So waking up, it requires me to have a habit I'm going to do in the morning. Um, so I got to chain it with something.
Not just any habit, a habit that will get you out of bed.
Fuck. I could. I don't know, Akash. I'll figure it out.
Jerk, jerk off ten
No,
times in 1 hour.
I'm gonna.
That's the habit you're working
You know what I'm gonna
towards.
do? I'm gonna do the no fap pandemic.
No pandemic.
I'm gonna delete my premium account.
No nut quarantine.
No nut quarantine. Anyone want to join the challenge with us?
No.
If you're down for no nut quarantine, say I in chat. I'll say I. It's gonna be delayed. I. Gosh, you gotta type I.
Oh, you gotta type it in chat.
Yeah, everybody type I.
Yeah, they'll figure it out in a couple seconds.
Everybody type I. If you're gonna do no fap, or no, just kidding. I just saw yours come up. Okay, so we're talking now. Journaling is one tool that a lot of people use. Is there any other tools you use or
For
tried to
habit
use in the
tracking.
past, or just for like trying to be productive?
Gotcha. Tools for productivity. Um, well, definitely a whiteboard because but I kind of use that as a journal just to keep streaks of habits going. Another important thing is a to-do list or calendar system, which as long as I stick to it, as long as I get into a zone where I start updating it and checking it regularly, and that is really, really helpful. Systems I've tried before were Tick to-do list was the first thing to help me a lot, where you can just split up your list into different sections. So I did one for work, one for school, and one for other personal productivity like my startups or something. And then I just put tasks in there and I updated it every night. And throughout the day, I'd keep checking it to see what to do next. When I'm in that zone, that's really helpful. But at one point, something flips and you just stop checking it and it falls off and it's hard to get back into it. So I tried a new system. I went back into Trello, and Trello was really good. I kind of did like this Kanban flow type of thing where pretty much I had my backlog of tasks I needed to do, and then I'd move those tasks some to what to do this week, and then I'd move some from this week at the end of the night to what to do tomorrow, and or what to do today and what to do the day after. So I always planned for the next 2 days, and that was really helpful. That was actually when we were doing follow. That's what I was using, and again, that was really good as long as I stuck to it. And then once I fell off, it was hard to get back into it. And then most recently this year, I did Google Calendar, which every night I planned the next 2 days right before I went to sleep. And then in the morning, I got up, opened up Calendar, and just followed it right after one after the other, which again was really good until I stopped following it. But Google Calendar hasn't been as hard to get back into. I've been finding a way to do it. But what I did find to be ideal was Google Calendar combined with the to-do list. It's great for Google Calendar is great for the macro, while the to-do list is great for micro tasks. But the only thing about that is you're now updating two pieces of software. Google Calendar has its own to-do list thing inside it, but it kind of sucks. It's not really that good. I don't know why Google doesn't do a better job with that. You'd expect it to. But right now, I've just been trying to stick with Google Calendar again.
So does your
So
Google
Calendar,
so for your Google Calendar, does it look like so do you have spaces in between items or is it just like the entire day is blocked? Like it's like if you don't
so you know what? Let me go to my calendar a few weeks back when I was in school. Some things might be deleted because I deleted everything, but okay. Here's a sample week. Um, how well can you see that?
I can see it well.
Yeah, so as you can see, there's not too many spaces, unless I deleted stuff. So right here, it's a start all the way from waking up to a shower to my morning routine. And then I had a presentation at Synchrony that day, apparently. So I filled that all up into my workout, into even from like calling my parents to recording my YouTube videos to editing it, to going to clubs to studying. Like every single thing I had to do, I planned it. Even no, not even. The only things if it was empty, it means I could do whatever I wanted. But if I had to do something, anything that had to be scheduled, I throw it on there. So most of the time there weren't too many empty spots left, but I always make sure I'd leave a few empty spots so I had time to chill.
So what does the day look like during quarantine? Or are you still using calendar in quarantine?
I tried, but it was hard to stick to it during quarantine. Mainly because I was kind of going off the school calendar I still used, and that that wasn't working. So I kind of have to take time and do a complete rewrite for my calendar.
Yeah.
But the only thing right now that I so consistently stick to on the calendar is I have Zoom meeting invitation for this from
Same.
8:45 to 10:30. So I stick to that. But my new schedule has been wake up, just watch YouTube or something in bed, do this, and then after this I either work out or if I don't work out or not work out, I run, and if I don't run, I meditate, and that I go shower, and the meditation kind of carries on into the shower, and right after that, I take this. You see the cabinet back there, the brown one behind my shelf.
Yeah.
I take my phone and put it in there so I don't see it, and just get all the tasks done that I need to. Um, so my rule is I have 3 tasks I need to get done, and until I finish that, I can't use my phone because as soon as I pick up my phone, it's a rabbit hole I can't escape. So out of sight, out of mind, I put that away. And right after I'm done with my schedule, I break for lunch in the middle and then I keep working. As soon as I'm done with that, I give myself permission to be as free as I want to. So that's usually around 4 p.m. ish. And then
So you
after
do
that, I
like
don't really worry too much.
so you do like a nine
Watch
to
YouTube.
five.
Yeah, just however long it takes me to get tasks done. So one video I recommend I recently watched is, have you ever watched the channel Improvement Pill
Yeah.
on YouTube? Yeah. So he did something called the quarantine challenge, where he's like separate uh your life into 4 things like health, finance, happiness, relationship, which is like your social, or I guess it could be romantic too, and just rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, and pick 1 or 2 of the scales that are the lowest, and come up with one habit to work on it. So for me, I'm currently don't have a job, so one was finance, and the other one was my diet. Those are the 2 habits. So for finance, it was I'm getting into real estate investment. So just do that habit for 30 minutes a day before you can do anything. That's like the minimum. And same thing for my diet or workout. It's do some workout for 30 minutes a day. And once I'm done with those two things, I can do whatever I want. So it's literally only 30 minutes, but more often than not, it goes beyond those 30 minutes. You kind of get into it. But I also added on to that, instead of just that, I also have tasks I need to do for school. So I'm like, those two things and one task for school, no matter how long it takes. Once that's done, I give myself permission to relax, do whatever I want.
Get to
That's my quarantine
get to
schedule.
get to play Minecraft.
Exactly.
Very
What
cool.
about you? What have you been up to?
Um, well, usually I'm up by I'm out of bed around 7:30, and then I have breakfast. Well, I wake up, I make my bed, I start up my computer, I get all like the software loaded that we need for the stream, so it's all set. Around 8 is when I have breakfast. So I'll have breakfast till like 8:30, and then I'll shower real quick, and then we do the show for about until like 10, and then you and I sometimes meet for another 15, 20 minutes to talk about
Hmm.
stuff. And then after that, I'll take maybe like a 10-minute break, and then I'll do. It really varies because today I'm probably gonna do schoolwork, so I'm probably gonna do some schoolwork today, and then after that, maybe writing or reading. It usually depends. Like I've been kind of varying it by the days, so I'm probably gonna be doing some hard reading today. I'm back on the polymath again. I wanted to revisit it, get some new
Oh, you're
perspectives.
rereading it?
Yeah, I wanted to revisit it now that I'm not distracted necessarily with like the world ending. Um, it's a little easier when it's not ending anymore. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that, and then usually I have like a lunch, and then another hour of work. Around 3, I'll take like 3:30. I'll take like a maybe 15-minute nap, but I think I'm gonna replace that with a workout now. Um,
Uh,
yeah, then I work till around 4 or 5. Sometimes I'm done by like 5, and I just play video games for an hour, have dinner. Then after that, it's really up to me what I want to do. If I want to be productive, I'm not allowed to be productive after 7. Like 7 p.m.
oh, you said earlier you're not allowed to.
Yeah, 7 p.m. I'm done. Like I've done it before, and I can't sleep if I start doing anything important. Um, like I started writing at 7 once, and I couldn't sleep. Uh,
Really?
I did other work at 7. I couldn't sleep. Um,
Mm. Yeah, I will say if I start working, this is mainly for code, to be honest. If I start coding at like 10 or 11, I know I'm not going to stop till I solve whatever problem I'm working on, no matter how long it takes. Like a lot of times, whether I was working for my company Loan Snap or whether I was doing follow stuff, if I ever started doing some code late in the night, I'd easily go to like 2, 3 a.m. because I'd get in the flow and I wouldn't want to stop and I'd just keep going.
I remember your text at like 2. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Just
Yeah,
showing me an
dude,
update.
no, my
I,
late
I like
night
to
coding
I like to
would
code in the
kill it.
morning because it's like that's my creative time. It's early.
Mm, in the morning. I was doing that for a bit too. That's good, dude. But yeah, I noticed the same thing as you though. I'm more productive either early in the morning or late at night. Uh, I'm least productive in like that afternoon phase
Like between
post lunch.
2 and 3,
Between um 2 and 5,
2 and 5.
because I get really sleepy. I don't trust myself to drive between 2 and 5 either, because I know I will fall asleep.
Interesting.
Yeah, got when my first internship, the summer after freshman year, I'd usually leave at around 4 and drive back home. It was like a good hour drive, and I struggled with like half falling asleep every ride back. I'd always have to. Luckily, there was a rest area where between work and home, so I'd always have to park there and splash myself with water for a bit. Like I remember one time I was driving. Literally, it was raining and I was falling asleep. So I'd open the window and take the rainwater and splash it on my face while I was driving. It
Classic.
was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, I agree. That like first 9 to 5 is what got me into coffee. Because around 2, I need to be. I like you. Is not you can't like not work. You have to work. So it's like I need the coffee or I'll fall asleep at the keyboard. So
That's why I'm not a fan of the whole 9 to 5 system.
yeah.
I think I don't know. Maybe may I don't know. I don't know how you'd break it up though, because maybe it allows people for a nap in the middle of the day. That'd be pretty dope if you could just go in the middle of the day, take a good power nap, and then work out. That helped a lot actually, um, because my 3 to 5 range is when I would work out when I was at UConn, and that would keep me fresh. That would keep me active. And also back then I was doing OMAD, so I wouldn't eat all day. I would only eat at like 5, and working out and then eating right after that kept like the energy wave going. 2 to 5 is the best time to work out to keep your energy levels up, to keep your mind active.
So this is the whole argument for like, do we need the 9 to 5? Um, Tim Ferriss would say, just be okay. So like, you don't actually need to work 8 hours a day. Because if you tracked, so let's say we're working like an office job or something. If you track the amount of times you did like menial tasks, like check your email, talk to the people, I don't know, have a long lunch or blah 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 blah. You could like if you removed all of those, and we're just straight up productive, like solid productivity for like 3 or 4 hours, you'd probably finish all your work for the day or something. Of
Three,
course,
4 hours.
it depends on the job. If it's like you have a backlog of items for like 2 weeks, you might want to like keep working. But
Right, right. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I think it could just be solved with a little nap in the middle of the day if they allow you to do that and then work out. Here's hoping Amazon has a gym that works so I can work out midday.
I remember I had someone I was working with. They went to some like party or something the night before work, and they were up like late. Like they didn't sleep at all that night. They come in, and they're just like, I didn't sleep, and we're like, okay, shit. So they were just like delirious the whole day. And then like we had like two 15-minute breaks we were allowed to take. So they went and slept in their car for like 30 minutes plus lunch and then came back and continued to work.
There you go, dude. The power naps are key. Wow.
I kind of miss working in an office, just doing stupid shit.
Office shit. Dude, Signo was fun because there were a bunch of other interns and we'd throw down like every day. And Wednesday was a big night. We'd all get together and have a lot of soda. So we did that like every Wednesday. Every Thursday morning, you'd see everyone. And people would literally be with like their heads down on their desks, so hungover and tired every Thursday. It was bad.
Too much sugar from the soda.
Yep, indeed.
Damn, we minutes, Akash. What are we gonna talk about now? Actually, yeah, workspace. So you can have your systems, you can have your journals, but what about when you're actually working, which is like 99.9% of this whole thing? What does your workspace look like?
Pretty bad right now. Pretty bad right now. But not. It looks much better than it did a week ago, though. It was just clutter a week ago. But here I can show you. So right now, this area, I just have my dual monitors. Before I got had the my second monitor, that space was cluttered. But here, it's just a bunch of sticky notes, a notebook to write on, a few pencils. That stuff over there I can clear out probably, and it's pretty clean here. Just my journals and something. So it's not too bad. It's not terrible. I do need a somewhat clean workspace before I can get to work, though. If not, I don't know.
I agree.
It puts me in a lethargic mind state if my workspace is not clean.
I agree. I try to keep my room pretty much spotless at this point. Like spring break, it looked like a bomb went off in here, and then as soon as I cleaned it, like things got a little better for me. So yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I actually redid my entire workspace because I was like, yeah, we're not
and
fucking
your battle station.
yeah, I was like, we're not fucking leaving these our homes for the next like 4 months. So you might as well just get your shit together. Uh, here's here's my like work desk. You can see I have a stack of papers back there. That's like all the stuff I write on. um, there's my like lamp. I really like this lamp. You can like move it and stuff. Uh, yeah, iPad book, the book I'm reading, or I'm like rereading to like get a better idea. And then I have the whole like battle
Oh, there
station.
I am.
Yeah, this is like the whole battle station.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then there's a whiteboard over there too. And then this blocks the sun. And then and then outside of the office we have where I sleep. And there's my backpack. And there's me. But yeah, that's my workstation. Um,
Cool. Yeah.
the floors are clean. Fuck.
Dude, no one else said I in the chat. They're not dedicated to the cause.
Yeah, y'all need to delete your premiums.
Also, I'm so sorry, guys. I completely forgot today. I know this is obviously why everyone comes here for the coffee bean of the day.
Oh, you did forget. Shit. Forgot.
So here it is. Here's the coffee bean. See, it was worth the wait, wasn't it? This was a very good looking coffee bean. It's like the ideal coffee bean. So yummy. All right. So any final thoughts? That's another thing too, is that we don't have to get
That's
that
true.
hour mark every
That's
time
true,
either.
yeah.
So let's not uh, push it more than me. I think this starting from journaling to habits and productivity in general, I liked where this went. I think it was good to revisit it. Hopefully this helped some of you, but it also helped me personally just think more about it to help me get back into the zone.
Yeah, me too. Um, oh, Brian's watching. Hello, Brian.
Eat that bean.
Yeah, I agree. It's good to like tell people that you're doing stuff. That's a whole nother topic for who you should tell. But it's good to tell people that you're doing things to like hold yourself accountable. And,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, final thoughts. Low key, I want to make a shitty game and do like coding speed runs as a video. That's my
Oh,
final thought.
coding speedruns?
Yeah, yeah. Like try to make a shitty game within like 5 minutes and like stream it. What's up,
Wait,
guys? Welcome to my coding challenge. What's up?
dude, I'll take you up on that. We should do a little coding competition. Make games.
Do you want to do I was thinking for simplicity P5JS.
The hell's that?
It's a JavaScript library that allows you to make like shapes and shit.
Like a web game?
Yeah, just for simplicity for now. Eventually, if I want to go deeper, which I don't right
Dude,
now.
we're gonna end up making boat games.
Hey, baby. It's cool, but every time I want
uh,
to, I don't know. Okay, yeah. So that's it for the day.
yeah. Game. Another thing I want to do, I've been considering, is to start another project. One thing that's disabled right now that I did one of the summers is I made my entire room Alexa controlled. I like dug into the walls, tore up the wiring. I didn't want to buy like the switches or anything. I wanted to make my own shit. So I got Raspberry Pi, this Wi-Fi chip, like set everything up. So my room was Alexa controlled, which was really fun. So I don't know if I'm gonna do like some Alexa IoT project or something, but I want to do another cool project that involves hardware again, because I enjoy working with hardware too. I don't do that enough.
Your op amps.
Not that much hardware, but more like circuits.
Okay. Yeah, we should probably go end the stream.
Well, everyone, as always, thank you for watching. You can find us everywhere. That is Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts, and Instagram at the Zach and Akash Show. If you are listening to us, tune in live at 9 a.m. every day on YouTube at the Zach and Akash Show.